Hi everybody, Liam, the producer of Going for Two here. I'll make this quick because I don't have a lot of time. I was editing the video for the part 2 for the London Curling Club and realized we didn't shoot an intro. So here it is. Welcome to part 2 of the London Curling Hub experience. Shane, Kalen, and myself learning how to curl. Big thank you to Greg, Melissa, and Daniel for teaching us how to curl. So enjoy.
Guys, we always want to step down in between the rods, never over the rods. We want to be safe with that. So step down in the blue paint. Yep, perfect. Okay. And then watch out for the hacks here. Yeah. And then the first thing you should kind of notice, if you guys play hockey, is it doesn't feel like hockey ice, right? You ever been on running shoes, in running shoes on hockey ice? Very slippery. So you should be feeling like it's a little grippy right now, a little bumpy almost. So that's because of the pebble that gets put down, and the water droplets hit down on the edge. So let's just walk out this way, just get a little more comfortable with that. So you can always have your broom out in front of you, kind of leaning on it almost, just to get you over here. All right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take you through how to swim. Okay? So both of you get on this side of the center line. Here's what it's called. So get on this side here. Yep. On this side. Okay. And then your right hand is going to be down closest to the broom head up here, and your left hand is going to be up here. So a third, a third. So, okay? Then you want to bend over, keep your feet parallel to the line, right on a 45-degree angle. Okay? Go ahead. Good, there we go. All right, then tuck that underneath, tuck the one end of the broom up underneath your arm. Slide that left hand down. Yep, tuck that in underneath there. Good. Slide that left hand down a little bit. Good. Turn that hand over. Excellent. Slide the left hand down, tuck it in underneath your arm. Awesome. Keep your feet parallel to the line. So turn your body 90 degrees. Yep, like this. Yep. Facing that way. Good. All right. So I'll be facing this way.
Facing the same way you're walking.
Yep. So you should have the broom out. It should be on a 45-degree angle. Out in front of you like this. You want to be able to lean on it. Think about leaning on the broom a little bit. Okay, great. All right, let's do it back that way. We're going to stay on the same side. Okay. What that's going to do is it's going to cause you to switch your hands. So if you're a lefty hockey player, this will feel normal for you now. Okay. Okay, work up this way. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling. Oh, that one felt good. So you were going about, what, 20% of the speed that if not, so.
I thought I was in a heated sprint. Jeez.
Are we going to go faster? Okay. We'll do that. I think we'll do that after. So, okay.
So this is what we call a step-on slider. So it's what we teach with, because this is not stuck to the bottom of your feet. So the rest of we have it on the bottom of our shoes. This is so you can step off and be able to step up safely. Okay? So these are the rocks that we, as mentioned earlier, are 40 pounds.
40 pounds.
Yeah, don't pick them up.
Yeah, do not pick them up.
No one brings their own stuff.
No.
This was a requirement back in the day.
It was in the 1890s, you had to have your own stuff. Today we supply.
Okay. So if you're right-handed, you're gonna use that left tack there. You're gonna use this to help you slide. It's called a stabilizer. So, okay. So why don't you just have a slide there? Show them what they're gonna do. So, okay. Yeah, step in. Don't worry about let go. Or maybe we should let go for. Yeah, let go. Throw a rock like you normally would. Okay. This is what we're doing.
Nothing to it.
Yeah, really.
I kind of feel like we should have went first so that we didn't look so
It's
bad.
going to take me 7 seconds just to stand up. Now, is the rule of thumb that you got to hold the broom while you push off, or do you get rid of the broom?
You can use the broom or the stabilizer. We find for people who are just starting to get into the game, the stabilizer is a lot easier to handle than the broom. We'll give you a shot with the broom as well, but we're going to start with the stabilizer. So
The
stabilizer is the same height as the handle of the rock, so it gives you this square.
Let's see how this elite athlete does with curling.
Okay, so
So step on the hack first. Step on the hack first. Good. Okay. Then step on the slider. crouch down, grab the stabilizer, okay?
And then I just push it
And
through.
then, nope, so then you're gonna have your left foot bring it forward a little bit. Okay, good. Push the rock out a little bit forward. Okay, now rock comes back, left foot comes back. Pull your left foot back. Good. Yep. And then rock goes forward, left foot goes forward. And then you push. Good. Yeah.
I didn't get as far.
Good stuff. All right, and then we step off that slide and get up. Good.
Right? And you just ride it past the circle.
There's no rule on how far you have to hold on to it, so let go as early
It's
as
not
you
like
want.
golf where if I don't look on the red tees, I'm in trouble, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
There's no rule on that. So.
You have to let go before the thick blue line, which is the hog line.
Okay.
But other than that, you can slide either as far as you want or as little as you want.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's got some slickness to it, Shane.
Yeah, a lot.
Well, it's slippery.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so bring your left foot forward here. A little bit forward, a little bit farther forward. Okay. That's good, you're doing good. All right. Okay, put the rock out here. Excellent. So now the rock is going to be pulled back, your left foot's going to be pulled back. Good. Then the rock goes forward, left foot forward. There you go. There you go. Woo! Yeah. All right. Left. Step off that slider and then
That was good. You're right though, that rock does just go. Like you don't have to put any effort into it and it just
I
gone.
don't even realize it's that heavy.
Yeah,
And that's all because of the pebble.
that's so cool. Producer Liam, are you up next?
Sure, let's give it a go.
All right, let's see.
Liam making his screen debut.
Okay, good. Step in the hack, left foot on the slider. Perfect. Got the stabilizer, left foot forward, rock forward, left up, rock back, come back. Good. Let it go.
Very good. Step up.
Okay, not bad for your first.
There we
first
go.
round. No entries, we're good.
Round one for everybody. Good stuff.
All right. Now, how do we get it to go where we want it to go, right? How do we get it down? So, a little more to that.
That's fine.
Greg, you want to hold the broom?
A little wonky.
Just got the hot line on the.
I'm feeling it right
Just
now.
past the
boys.
hot
It's right
line
in
on the-
here.
on the right hand
Hey Liam, I don't know if we had it on camera. I want to point out that you can come and you can get engravings done on the rocks. I thought that was really, really cool, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so to get it to go where we need it to go, we need to be aiming at the target that we need to fly towards. The target is not going to be where the rock ends up though. There's a goal. The goal will be for the rock to end, in this example, to end up in the middle of the range. But the target is going to be where we're sliding towards right there. Okay. And then if Greg puts his left arm out, push your left arm out. Yep. Okay. So what that's telling us is that we always have to put a rotation or a turn on the rock. If we don't, if we just let go without that rotation, the rock might go the way that we want it to, or it might go the complete opposite way. So by putting the rotation on, we get the curl that we want. So it's curling, the rock's going to curl. That's why we have to throw it towards the target and have it end up in a different place than the goal, because we have to allow for the rock to curl. Okay. So with the arm out, tells us which rotation we're going to put on. So with the left arm out, we're going to turn the rock to the right.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to turn it back. So it's going to be a counterclockwise rotation. So we started at 3 o'clock and turn it to 12 o'clock.
And that's when you're about to
And we're just when we're about to let go of it. Yeah. So we'll have it. She'll slide, and then when she gets close to letting, like when she wants to let go, she'll turn and release. So in order to aim at that target, we got to step into the hack with our foot pointed towards the broom, towards the target. Okay? And we also have to get our slider foot turned the same amount as the foot that's in the hack. We're not turning the slider we're not pointed at the broom, but we're turning it by the same amount that we're turning our hack foot, right?
So we're making our feet parallel.
We're making think about train tracks. We're putting our feet on the train tracks. Okay? So then we crouch down just like we were before. Left foot comes forward a little bit. This is the starting point. What you guys did earlier, pull that rock back, pull the foot back. Then the rock goes forward, the foot follows behind, and then turn and release. Holding hold in that turn the whole way, hold, and then right when you go to turn and release. So.
Is there any kind of like she got right up, but like I kind of like got on my knees and then like pushed myself up. Is that considered like a scoring fall?
Nope. It's just the big thing is just to get up as soon as you can and safely.
Yeah.
If you leave your hands and knees down on the ice, it starts to melt the ice, and that can have an effect on the rock. If the rock goes over that spot that's been melted, it can put it off course. Okay. Just like how we had you guys clean your shoes, make sure you had really clean shoes when you came in. If there's some dirt or debris on the ice, and the rock goes over that, it can cause it to go off course.
Okay.
So that's the reason why we're so gotta have clean shoes, because the last thing when you're throwing a perfect shot and then it hits a piece of dirt and misses, you're gonna be pretty pissed off, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
At least.
So we'll wait for Greg. We'll wait for Greg to give you a target here. So we come in from perfect. So then we're gonna step in with that right foot. A little bit higher up, even. A little bit higher up. A little bit higher up. Good.
And
So
I'm putting it at his knee.
yeah. So you're at the broom. So you're drawing an invisible line from the broom back to your foot.
Okay.
Good. Then you're stepping on the slider, pointing in the same direction. Think about the train tracks. Good. Okay. He's got his left arm out, so you're gonna turn that rock to the 3 o'clock to the right there. Good. Pull it back, and then you're gonna hold, and then when you turn at the end, you're gonna turn and release. Okay. Right.
You feeling?
Hey, I need down.
Boys, I never felt so limber.
Yeah. Wait till tomorrow.
You will feel it tomorrow.
I'm kind of already.
Nice hot shower.
Yeah.
Okay, so we step in
That was so
there.
easy
Good.
to have to
A little bit higher.
focus
Bring
on
your
that
foot up a
curl.
little bit higher, a little bit higher. Good. Okay, you're aiming that toe, the right toe at the broom. So draw that invisible line back to your foot. Good. Step on the slider. You want to get in like the train tracks lined up. Good. You turn that rock to the 3 o'clock. Good. Rock comes back, left foot comes back, rock goes forward, left foot goes forward. Good slide.
Hey, that's a good one, Shane.
Yeah, so you know, really good form, but in terms of the target, right, he's like 3 feet to the left. Yeah. So,
Producer Liam.
All right, let's give this a try.
try to hit my broom. Go ahead.
Trying to hit your broom, yeah.
I knew that the whole way, and then I got there and I was like, no, you don't want to hit him.
And you spun it away.
Yeah, Liam?
Right on the line, Liam. There's a good one, Liam. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish, isn't it? Good stuff, Liam.
Too easy.
Too easy.
Hey, we know where your skip is. Yeah, right. He's generally the one pointing us in the right direction anyway.
Let's try the other turn because that one's yeah, so you're making turn clockwise. Okay. So again, he'll give you a target. This time you'll be turning 9 o'clock. So yeah, you want to point your toe as towards the room. Parallel. And then the rock, when you push it forward, should be pushed towards that target.
Towards him.
Yeah. Turn, release. Okay.
I actually thought it was going to
But now you'll see it'll curl back in.
I was sending that to coaches down there.
I saw that.
That one is difficult. That turn is hard.
But one turn, because it's right-handed, one turn will be harder than the other.
Yeah, that one feels it.
So target of being is room. Point your toe there. 9 o'clock the other way. Yep. Step in there.
Hit the broom.
Yeah. Harder! Hard! Hard! That's what you say, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's almost a ring, man. Good for you. Liam, let's see if you can continue your streak of excellence
Let's see
here.
what Liam's got.
A man of many talents, producer to skipper. How do you get it down there so far? It just goes, eh? All right.
You're good on the same team. Mine will guard yours. I think. Well, not really.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey! It's in the red, Liam. Good for you, man.
He's curled before.
I think
I think so. Okay.
What do we want to do?
So let's get you guys sweeping around. Okay?
We don't have to have the slider off the sweeping.
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we don't use the slider when we're sweeping because think about how quick it was when you were throwing. Imagine having that underneath your foot when you're trying to go up and down the ice. It's not a good combination. So
Did you guys feel more comfortable this way or this way?
yeah, like right hand or left, like right hand shot or left hand shot.
so. If I'm coming down this way, I'd be facing this way, right?
Yep,
Am I
that's
facing
right.
this way?
No, you're facing that way. So
I almost want to be on this way. Yeah, I think so.
I like this side.
okay. Oh, no, if you like your left hand down. Yes. Okay, now you can go on this side because that works good. So, okay, so when we start sweeping, we want to start around the tee line here, which is what this line's called. Near the sidelines, near the boards in our case, sidelines here. We want to be out of the way so that the person who's throwing the rock has lots of room to move and can see what the shot's going to be down there. Go. And then as they slide out, you want to start walking as the person starts sliding out. A lot of people, when they first start learning, they think, oh, I need to be way up there to get a head start on the rock. But what happens is they end up standing still and the rock's moving and going by them. So you want to start moving when the rock starts moving so that you can keep up with the rock. Again, gives you a sense of how fast it's going. Bottom line though, safety first here. If the rock is going too fast and you can't keep up, just let it go. There's no reason to run after it, do anything like that. Just let it go. You'll go the next one.
I'm so glad you said that because I was thinking like, man, it's going to go way faster than I expected.
That's okay. Yeah, it's safety first though. All right. Try to throw it.
That was pretty good. So what you want to do, you want to have one person sweep here, the other one over here, so you're not banging the broom. Okay, yeah. Saying you were starting sweeping over here. Yeah, so running carrying the rocks on this line. That's where you want to sweep.
All right, well, let's talk a little bit more about the sweeping mechanics here. So, okay, both of you can't sweep right in front of the rock, right? If you both try to do that, it's going to be like that awkward first date and banging stuff, banging heads against each other. So, you got to figure out who's going to sweep in front of the rock. This is one of the things that has changed in curling over the years. Sweeping is something that's changed since the beginning of the game, really. Like they started out with corner brooms and then other variants, different types of brooms. To now what we have now with these brooms that are more of a synthetic brush head and fairly light. They're not wooden handles or anything like that. So the other thing that's changed is the sweeping technique. So there's something called directional sweeping. So if we want to make the rock curl a certain way, either curl more or curl less, it depends on who is the person that's closest to the rock that can do that. So if we're throwing that shot again where the rock is curling with a counterclockwise rotation, it's going to curl right to left. You saw that when it was going down, it started out here and came back towards the center. That means that if we want the rock to go straight, the person on this side is going to be sweeping and pushing down. The push stroke is always stronger than the pull stroke, so they push like that. That will hold the rock or keep it straight, it won't curl as much. If we want the rock to curl more, then we want the person on this side to be closest to the rock, pushing it that way, making it curl more. So generally speaking, the default when you start would be you assume that you're going to have to sweep and keep it straight. So in that case, on a shot with that rotation, you're going to be closest to the rock and get further away. However, the skip, as it's coming down, may call for you guys to switch. They may say, okay, we need to curl, whatever. Curl, carve. They will, they'll yell it at you. They might say your name, they might say curl, they might say carve, so whatever the terminology that each team uses is a little bit different. It's just kind of dependent on what you as a team have decided to do. So in that case, if you're going to sweep closest to the rock, so you get your broom closer to the rock there, you actually want to be back here a little bit with your feet. You want to be back here and turn like a 90 degrees so that your feet are pointing forward along this line. Then you can bend over and sweep on a 45-degree angle there. Perfect. And then for you want to be a little bit further ahead of him, but not by much. So your feet are really going to be just past the rock. So come back here a little bit. Good. Okay. A little bit more. Excellent. All right. Now when you guys are sweeping this, so flip that left hand over. Good. There we go. So you want to be as close to the rock as you guys can be without touching it. If we touch a rock, it's called a burned rock and it has to come off. Okay. Doesn't count. So you want to get close, but not too close. The closer that you guys can be, the better it's going to be. So, okay, let's try that again.
Well, start your stroke a little bit. You're running circles both ways.
Okay, so I don't have to go over here. I can just.
Here, have to look at the bottom of the rock. The bottom of the curly rock. See that running circle? Yes. Okay. That's where you're trying to sweep. So there's no sense sweeping out here. This is where it's all in the middle now. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, let's go.
Great sweep, man. I like it. Woo! Buddy, that's good stuff, man. Got in there.
All right. We'll just set something up here like this is what that's a little bit of a coaching thing that's just on this sheet actually. So we talked about the hog lines, the back line here. So the back line, the rock has to be all the way over this line in order for it to be out of play. So basically our play area is from that hog line up there to the back line here and the sidelines. Right? So that's any rock that's in there is in play. However, in order to score or potentially score, a rock has to be touching the rings, which is this collection of rings here that kind of looks like a bullseye, which is called the house. So the rock has to be touching the house in order to potentially score. Once all the rocks have been thrown, so there's 8 rocks for each team, there's 4 people on each team, so there's 2 rocks per person, alternating back and forth. So red 1, blue 1, red 2, blue 2, away we go like that until all the rocks are thrown. Once all the rocks have been thrown, you look at which rock is closest to the center, closest to the button, right here on our logo. So in this case, it's a red rock. So that's 1 point for red. Then we look at which rock is closest, the next closest to that. In that case, it's blue, so we stop counting as 1 red. It doesn't matter that there are 3 red rocks in here and only 1 blue. It's the rock that's closest to the center that actually scores. It doesn't matter what rings the rocks are in. So blue's out there, and red's here, and these 2 reds are right out now. That's still 1 red, because that's the closest one to the center, and and that blue's in. That's 2 red now. So that's 2 red, and that's 2 points for red as well. So it's not so much which rings it is, it's all relative to the center, relative to your opponent's rocks.
No cancellation of scoring.
No cancellation, just closest to the center. So
But if blue's here, one blue.
one blue, if that's there. It doesn't matter that there's 2 other red rocks really close. So that leads to when you're playing the game, the strategy is obviously you're trying to put your rocks in certain places, maybe trying to hide them, put them behind other rocks so that they're hard to take them out, or you're trying to remove your opponent's rocks so that they don't score points, knock theirs out. So it's been called chess on ice, is one of the terms that curling has for it, because of all the moving pieces, like you're trying to do things that are frustrating your opponent, blocking them from doing things. Another thing that people often think about when we talk about down here in the house is billiards or pool. So if you play billiards, lots of angles. So hitting rocks on certain angles will make them do certain things, go in certain directions. So.
And scoring generic across the board. Are there mini games designed into the game? Like, in darts, you can play baseball on the board.
Right.
Is there something similar to that?
No, this is just a standardized scoring for any curling game. So,
Good question. And typically 10 ends?
So good question. At the national championships, 10 ends. But at the professional level, most other games are only going 8 ends.
Okay.
Here at our club, we play either 8 ends or 2 hours, whichever comes first.
Okay.
So the idea is you should get 8 ends in 2 hours, but if you run out of time, run out of time.
Like 2 hour hard stop, or you just finish the end you're on?
It's pretty much 2 hour hard stuff. Yeah.
If you get to end 8 and you're tied still, is there a sudden death 9? How's that work?
Not here, no.
In regular
It's a tie.
in regular play it's a tie unless you're playing a tournament or something like that where there's tiebreaker rules involved.
Okay.
And then is that normally like a best of 3 kind of thing? How does that tie relegate you into your standings at all? Does it mean anything?
So usually with league play throughout the year, so our season goes October to the end of March. And we play about 20 games, call it. So that will just factor into the standings after the end of the 20 games, or if there's a playoff involved in the league or whatever it might be. So yeah. Any other questions about what's going on out here?
No, this has been really cool.
Yeah.
This is a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. I understand what you're talking about. That first time you release that rock and go, I get it. I get why you get attached to the sport pretty quickly. Right? I think you got 30 about a year or 2 after.
Hey, should we challenge the coaches to an end?
Is that just, let's do it. Let's see what we can do.
I think we start on this side.
Yeah, I don't know.